Hello, family and friends, your favorite family life strategist here. My name is Praise for Wowe, and this year I've made up my mind I'm going to get as many of you as possible married. And I don't just want to get married, I want you to get married to the right guy, to the right babe. I want you to get it right in your relationship. So, those who are already married and those who are parents already, I'm sure you're wondering, is Praise trying to be a matchmaker? Not really. That's not my thing. What I, however, do is to help people strategize because I realize that a lot of people need assisted marital, premarital coaching, right? To finding the right spouse, to understanding what they need to do. And so today, I'm going to be starting the session on the red flags do you need to pay attention to. Now, I know that you've seen a lot of videos on things like this, and trust me, they are very good videos, and I know that they've done justice to quite a number of the things that people talk about, which are red flags. However, there are a couple of things that people don't pay attention to that you are likely going to overlook. Now, they say the mountains don't bring down great people. It takes pebbles. The things you think are insignificant, the things that you overlook because you are in love, those are the things that eventually put people in deep trouble. And then they get into marriage and they're wondering, how did I overlook this? Now, when people ask me, what must I look for in finding a life partner? I always say that there are fundamental four that you must never overlook. These fundamental four are maybe four critical red flags that you are not likely going to pay attention to. And number one is who he is to himself or herself, right? And so what it means is you cannot afford to overlook, the personal routine and of this person and the things that matter to them. So you want to check out the person you want to get married to, or the person you're seeing, or the person that wants to see you. That's why I'm never a fan of online dating. Well, it can give you a pool of people, but one of the things that he overlooks, he does not consider the values of the person, doesn't consider the personality type of the person. He overlooks a whole lot of things. He does not consider whether the person is healed or not, right? And so before you know it, you just realize that you've gone on online dating with like 20 people, and still you're yet to find the person that aligns with the core that you want. Now, so who he is or who is she to herself, right? And that talks about how do they treat themselves, how do they handle themselves, how do they bounce back from failures, how do they, handle some of the struggles that people go through. Are they very honest and vulnerable with you? Are they able to own up? Are they able to accept responsibilities and apologize for what they've done wrong? And that's number one. Number two is who he or she is to the people around him. How does it treat his friends? How does it treat our family? How does it treat a mother? I mean, are there people in their lives that they've been unable to forgive, who have hurt them in times past? Because if this person cannot forgive an offense, there is no way they're going to be able to forgive you when you fall into a relationship with them, or when you fall out with them, or when you do something that they don't approve of. There should not be any human being we cannot forgive. We may not be able to forget, but that we can't forgive, that's already a flag. And so who are they to the people around them? When they talk about people, how do they talk about people that they're falling out with, right? Do they talk them down and demonize them such that they don't even have capacity to spot any good sides to them? Now, you're likely going to overlook that because, you're doing a pity party and you want, oh, wow, your ex did this to you, hurt you, ran away with another man, and blah, blah, blah. They are not talking about the good side of their spouses and of their ex. You're likely going to overlook that, but that's already a red flag. Number three is, and also number two is how, they make up with people, when things don't go their way, right? Who have they fallen out with and how did that? Was it a very, very bad fallout, right? Because if there was a bad fallout, if you have a problem in your marriage, you might find yourself on social media trending for the wrong reason. Number three is who he or she is to you. When you're with them, right? When you're with them, how do you feel? What comes to you. Do you feel like yourself? Do you feel less than who you are? Do you feel that your adrenaline is pumping up and you feel the best version of yourself? Or consistently you're looking over your shoulder to find out if you're good enough or you're not good enough? This is something you want to pay attention to, right? And so I've talked about 4. But you see, I've talked about 3 so far. There is one thing that you must never overlook, and it's their quest to mold you into who you're not, right? I think it's very disrespectful for you to meet someone who is new and you're asking them if they're willing to leave the job for you, or if they're willing to leave this kind of thing, leave this friend. You see, people who molest you, they first isolate you. If the person you're seeing or the person that you're dating cannot stand the reality of you, the present state of you, without seeking to mold you into who you're not. If you're already struggling and you're thinking of adjusting, right, so that you can be married, you're already going about it the wrong way, right? Because let me tell you, there is who you are, and there is a method to your madness. There is someone who can mind your madness and just love you for who you are. You must never compromise that person simply because you just want to get married, because you're going to be playing the second fiddle for the rest of your life. There are people who already have who they want to marry in their mind, and then they're trying to adjust and adapt someone else into that mood. That is not you. And so you need to pay attention. When the person you're dating cannot stand your friends, cannot stand the people who have been your support system, the person cannot even stand how you walk, how you talk, is saying, let me teach you how to walk, let me teach you how to talk. It might sound like love, but don't you think you're being molded into something else? It's got to be with your open-mindedness and with your permission. Well, I hope the start of this session has been good enough for you, because I have unpacked a whole lot of things. But one more red flag: if there is no accountability, run. Because every human being is built to be interdependent. If there is no human being in their lives who can call them to order when they want to fall out with you, if there's no voice of reason that can say, let us sit down and resolve this, and they're likely going to be open to that conversation, either as a mentor, as a coach, or someone they defer to. If there is none like that, run. Some people will tell you, I'm accountable to God. Let them get a written undertaking from God, so that you know that it's God that they're truly accountable to. Are you already in a relationship? I'm sensing that someone is listening to me who is already in this relationship and is willing to go ahead, because it looks like this new devil is better than the unknown angel of the past. Don't compare bad with evil. You need to compare good with bad. If you have not found good, there is no point going ahead. I hope this has been helpful. I'll talk some more some other time. I love you. I celebrate you. You've got all it takes to win. Go ahead and succeed. You'll get it right this year, and you can sign up for my coaching. I can guide you, I can assist you, help you heal from trauma, and guide you to the right person. I'll see you. Praise forward. I'm the best that exists. I love you. Bye-bye.